Hey y'all, welcome back to We Seek Summits, and our next oil in A2E Lang Lang is Tulsi. Now, this is the only bottle we have right here in front of us because this isn't in any blends. It was originally released just as a limited time. Now we have it full time, and we're going to tell you why you are going to want this amazing single oil.
Yes.
So what is Tulsi?
It's Holy Basil is its other name, and so definitely, we talked about sweet basil early on in the series. You can go check that one out.
Yeah.
But this is different in that, oh man, it is herbaceous like basil would be, but think clove and cinnamon and hints of chocolate, all together.
Rich, spicy, complex. I feel like our sweet basil oil kind of hits on sort of a high, almost an astringent note, and this one is like deep and complex. Obviously it's still in the basil family, but called Holy Basil because it is really important in the Hindu culture as part of their sacred worship. You see it growing a lot all over India, particularly around the temples. In fact, doTERRA sources theirs from India, from the northern regions, as part of the ways to continue to provide sustainable income from the workers there. It is wild harvested earlier in the year, January and February, so they're able to rotate that in with kind of some of the other growing, the other harvesting that they do. They wild harvest Tulsi, kind of cut it down and let it come back. So it really helps support the local economy there. Helps to help.
And then they steam distill it, and I think they actually want the like the flowering buds. If you let basil in your garden go a long time, you kind of keep plucking it so it never can develop that that flower and go to seed and keeps producing the leaves for you. But here, they actually want it to get there, and then they take that stemmy, leafy plant and steam distill it to make this wonderful oil. So constituents, really there's nothing new or unique here. I think it's just kind of how it's packaged. So eugenol, one of the main constituents of clove. Again, we said it has hints of clove in the aroma. It's also there. And then another alcohol is eucalyptol or 1,8-cineol. It's there as well. So check out our clove video. Yeah. We have a few eucalyptus videos. They're somewhat similar. Holy basil is a great substitute for those. So if you're one reason or another looking for another option, Tulsi is a good one there.
Think of those for like the cleansing properties. So cleansing to the skin, cleansing to the environment, cleansing to the mouth. Actually, that Holy Basil, Tulsi, is recommended for aromatic or topical use, but it would be a great one to gargle with. Put in a little bit of water, gargle, and then spit out. Apparently, it keeps your breath fresh for a long time, but then you're getting those amazing benefits, and it's wonderful for oral health, like clove, and we've recommended clove to use with oil pulling. So you could try Tulsi as well.
Yeah, maybe Tulsi more of a mouthwash and clove more of a pulling technique.
Yeah, experiment.
We also have methylcarbachol, beta-caryophyllene again, trans-beta-elemenine, which is very similar to beta-caryophyllene. Again, those are sesquiterpenes. So, we know these are cleansing and restorative to the cells. And, this is called the queen of herbs, right?
Yeah.
And as another idiom for it. And it's seen it in its applications. We were looking through is like, man, how can we can focus on this when it's like hitting all these things, and a lot of it we can't talk about specifically. But I think oral hygiene, like Jesse mentioned, is probably your big go-to with Holy Basil. If you love the aroma, I love the aroma. You can always just diffuse it and enjoy that. So what is it going to do for us on the aromatherapy side?
So we've talked about this a little bit when we did the ancient oils, of just the depth and complexity and beauty of this one. So this would definitely be one to use. It hits on so many levels, and actually when reading the emotional side, it's very high in adaptogenic properties, as are a lot of other herbs and spices. And adaptogens help shift our body back into alignment, whatever that be, on the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual side. Helping to cleanse out things that need to be cleansed out, helping to reduce stress, helping to navigate around that. I mean, adaptogen adaptogenic. So Tulsi is one of the most amazing adaptogens. It does so many other things in your body on all these other systems. So what I would recommend, if I could tell you one thing, is Jessie says, find a way to use this daily. Put it somewhere in your routine where you're getting a little bit, whether that be you wake up in the morning, you can just do a little like rub here and a few deep inhalations. You could also kind of run your finger around the top and put it on your pulse points here, or what I'm gonna do before I put my glasses on in the morning is do a little dab and rub it on my temples right here, because it's also amazing for eye health. So I'm just gonna do that and take a moment here with my temples, or again here on the pulse points. You could add it to your skin care. It's also great for hair care and the icky stuff that comes off of the scalp. So you could add it in, while you're washing your hair, or to any other product that you add to your scalp. But really, it's one of those, you could get so bogged down with all the things that it's good for, and it's amazing, but I would just say find a way to use it daily. You could also do it on your toes, like we talked about. We use balance. We wake up, I'm gonna put these back on. You could find a way to just, when you wake up, rub it on your toes or rub it on your feet daily to kind of get that. But are there any other specifics are worth mentioning?
Yeah, no, I mean, I can run through some of the lists of the systems this oil supports. You've got your cardiovascular, your respiratory, your mental, various organs. It's wonderful at eliminating free radicals in the body, like clove is. It has antioxidant properties, detoxing from things like radiation from heavy metals. Intestinal issues. I mean, it's wide spectrum in that aspect. But how I would use it, like Jessie said, one application is if you're a person who likes to take your showers in the evening, maybe before you get ready for bed after a long day. It's awesome at helping with mental fatigue. So when you're just feeling a little run down, a little slow, and you just kind of need to finish out your day, grab some Holy Basil, inhale that in the shower, and that's a wonderful way to kind of wind down and end your day with, or the bath.
Yeah, it also helps remove blocked things. So we've kind of said this with some other oils in the past, but if it's one of those where you're working through or needing some more healing or working through emotionally difficult things, kind of being aware of that, but using Tulsi to help lean into the hard work of processing some of that and using it to help process some of the stress. We've talked about digesting stress, digesting negativity, taking it in, working through it, keeping out what you need, and then releasing that which needs to be released. Like, don't hang on to the poop. Let it go. So Tulsi would be a great one for that, to just find a spot and breathe, and whether it's in some kind of a meditation practice, or whether you do a yoga, or just breaks throughout the day, use Tulsi for sure.
Yep, and it can be a little warm, a little spicy.
It would also be great at cleansing things. You could do a surface leave-on spray with that. You can do a cleansing the air room spray with it. Yeah. It's great at cleansing.
I mean, I'm still smelling it just from having it on my hands earlier. It does linger quite a bit, so it would be great in any of those applications.
And because it's not in any blends, you're going to want this one, because you won't be getting, those same benefits elsewhere.
Yeah.
So this could be another, like, when in doubt, use frankincense. When in doubt, use Tulsi. Smell it, enjoy.
Yeah. And we will see you next time. Again, please be in the comments. Share this video if you found it educational. And we'll keep marching on in this series to
another
turmeric
oil sourced in India.
Yeah, next time.
Thanks.
Bye, y'all.